Fiazza's a rat queen now.
Yeah, that's true. Somehow what's really impressive is the Roanna game still had not been played longer than this one. Because, like, Roll20 orders it. So I was like, we literally stopped playing this one in, like, November 16th or November 22nd or something. You know what I mean? And then, like, no. Okay, yeah, we're live now. I'm just going to...
Yay.
Hello.
Woo.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't remember anything except for the fancy hat rat. Stole a hat.
There he
I
is.
got a nice hat now.
Oh, Jeremiah T. Phillips. Kidnapper at large.
And Fiazza definitely didn't make it out.
No.
And as a captive of the rats, Yuli and I just barely escaped. I think something was on fire or smoke was happening.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or that was like earlier when I tried to murder that child.
So somebody did a thing and... Oh, there was fire then too, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire. I just set fire to a lot of things.
We were in the basement of the factory.
Hell of a recap.
And we had just murdered the thumb and pried the ring from him. I didn't do it, though. Yuli did it.
No.
And then other things popped up. I think we were trying to steal a barrel of candy.
Yeah.
And then rats fell from the ceiling. And somehow things got caught on fire. And then there was smoke turns. And then Fiazza does not remember anything else. Cue Finn.
Oh, I remember I did some sweet barrel moves. I kicked a barrel at Kurt or whatever, and I think I was trying to light it on fire to light Kurt on fire or something. Oh.
Yeah.
And then as we were escaping, rats. We did it. Best recap ever.
Yeah, I liked it.
You guys are doing really great. Super exciting.
Well, I mean, nothing can be as exciting as Chris Daggers and Jeremiah T. Phillips.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it has been many a moon since... Mana's just flashing in and out of existence. This is fun.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been noticing that.
Yeah. Sound is good, though? Thank you.
I heard us.
Yeah,
Moon.
Okay. Yeah, it's been many a moon since we played, obviously. I mean, you could easily just... At least I can scroll up and see... well, there was a really good combat that took place. Oh, and a fumbling failure. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
You can see when I was kidnapped.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, Yuli's been carrying that ring now for, what, it took you a few hours to get home, and then you waited a few hours before you were like, Fiazza got, didn't she?
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
And in that time, Yuli has gone from his quiet, kind of soft-spoken, cautious self to just this sort of, like, pale, sickly, sluggish, elven creature kind of lurking in the bed. The blanket pulled right up to here. And no matter how much you tug or insist you want to see what's going on, he won't reveal it or show you.
I just assume he has a tentacle.
I don't know what you assume, but that's definitely part of the trouble. And for you in particular, Finn, the other two troubles are, one, Fiazza has not yet returned, and two, you haven't seen
Booker's
Booker
dead.
in days. Yeah, maybe he's dead. Nobody knows. So, what are you going to do?
It's just you.
It's true.
It is just me. Obviously, I have to do everything, as always. What do I even have? I feel like... I guess I just hire competent help. There's got to be someone in this crap hole.
That's fair.
I mean, Mr. Stingray was around. He would have been competent. Haven't seen him in days.
Yeah, if only Stingray was around, he's good at what he does.
Except fighting stingrays.
Suck and die.
So yeah, I guess I'd try to hire some help or whatever. Look for someone good at murdering rats.
So all of a sudden, you're gonna throw money around. I'm surprised.
Here we go.
Well, the rest of the party isn't there to see it and know what he has.
That's true.
I guess that's a pretty reasonable. Okay,
I mean, yeah, no one's. I'm also being really stingy about it. I'm not gonna pay for like top dollar. Come on now.
I don't want good help. Cheap help.
Yeah, I want cheap help. I want someone that can at least like be rat bait.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay. So, give me a chat here on which like are you going to this bar? Or are you just like kind of walking the streets? Are you hitting the local papers?
Well, I'll try local first. I'd rather not walk around. It's too much effort.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
The copper savers.
Oh hey, the channel points are lollipops now.
Yeah, I put the. It also just says you're accruing candy, so.
That's
I
good.
am. I'm accruing so many candies.
Well, I thought about calling them Dave points, but then I was like, eh.
Bring back second edition. What is this?
I was wondering how long it would take for somebody to find that.
Oh, found it.
Yeah, like I definitely want to use that as an emote, but especially if we're talking about changing games, you know, got to get some use out of it somehow. And we're also never getting 15 subs. It's just something it's time I made peace with.
No.
One day.
Eh.
What was that sub party? Were those real subs, or do you have to do a specific type of sub?
No, they were. That was really awesome. J5 came in and threw some subs around, but that got us to, almost where we were 2 months ago.
Right.
Mm.
Well,
All right.
maybe little animals will perk this place right up.
Little animals, yeah. Jeremiah T. Phillips and Chris Daggers.
Oh man, they can just come back in the game.
Right, yeah, they can just be the NPCs. So, okay. Finn, I need you to make some sort of social roll if you're looking to meet some people and make some money and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of social. I've got charm, gossip.
Both solid so far.
I'm a gabbin' gabby. What else am I got? I don't know. Those two seem pretty normal.
Charm and what?
Charm and gossip.
Charm and gossip.
Although charm makes more sense. You know, I'm walking in there with swagger, my cane, and my fancy new top hat.
Right, and this was you just kind of going into the bar downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not very far.
No.
Minimal effort.
Yeah. Which one of you fine gentlemen is good at killing rats?
There's like one guy in the corner.
Puking or something. He's like, ooh, you'll do.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so, I mean, there's not a lot of crop here. This place is pretty dead, but you can start putting the word out between the bartender and the few people that are around, especially if you buy a round of drinks or, flash some money around. Word will get out onto the street that you're looking to buy.
All right.
Just go ahead and roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the thing we do.
Yeah, we used electric dice here.
Huh. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
Who's got that swagger?
Yeah. So... Oops, that's not the one. as much fun as it would be to buy stickers live on camera. Not really what we're doing here tonight.
Did everyone go dead?
No.
No.
It was all-
Weird. Okay.
everyone's waiting on my
I'm waiting patiently.
ponderings.
Did I win?
Mm.
Did I find Stingray? Is that
No,
his
it was Stingray. Well, that was his
Okay.
nickname.
I think, yeah.
You're gonna find two things. So one, people are gonna get the word out that you're looking for a rat catcher, essentially. Did you spend any money so far, or are you just saying, no, there's money in it? There's money in it.
There's money in it.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
totally money in it. Why would I spend money? I need results.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing is your bartender. I can't remember his name. If somebody's got to rewatch an episode and tell me. He kind of waves you over, right? You're hanging out, taking a drink of tap water, something so you don't have to pay.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
And he says, I heard from somebody on the docks earlier that a guy named Luther showed up looking for your friends.
All right, hold on. Let me consult my notes here, Luther.
Was Luther the guy that I threatened and said he wanted the ring back?
Think so, Luther. No, this is the asshole boat docking guy.
Oh no!
That's what I wrote down on my notes. Asshole boat docking guy.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Nuremberg.
I got that. That was very good.
Solid.
Yeah, my notes actually also say he's an asshole, but they say
That's
he
good.
also extorted money off from you. So
Yeah, no. I gave him some money and I'm mad. Yeah, why would he be looking for us? It's odd.
Is this the same village he was in?
No, he's a little further back. He was in the village with the owl, and then you guys paid him off and made a deal, and you
then
were gonna
ditched.
swap boats. Yeah, because he was waiting on that boat, and then you took off with it again.
Mm-hmm.
You can't prove it's ours.
No, you can't prove it's yours. That's correct.
Yeah, we don't have it right now.
What?
Yeah. I've never seen this boat before in my life. Gosh. Well, I don't want to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only lead I got.
A couple people said, there's rat catchers around. We can send one your way. But you didn't spend any money, so nobody's got a lot of impetus to make it happen.
Gosh, just tell me who they are.
You're just like yelling at somebody.
Yeah, it's just like, tell me who they are. I don't need you to go fetch them.
Rat catchers, man. They're scum. They're everywhere. They're not hard to hire.
Well, you're making it hard for them to be hired.
Well, usually they just kind of do the job and somebody puts up a bounty. So, once again, it comes back to the money. You're not putting any money out.
Fine. I write the symbol for money, since I don't know how to actually write. And then I draw a picture of a rat.
Or what you...
Yeah.
What I think might be a rat.
Yeah, what I think might be a rat. And I
It's
start
like a potato with a
slapping up
squiggle.
these posters. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, here, you want to see? Yeah, right.
It's like, here's your bounty.
I really want Finn to be drunk for this, but I also know he won't pay for alcohol. So, so he's just mad and yelling.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some rat catchers around, and if you're putting it out there that, there's somebody that's essentially buying dead rats, buying rat tails, you know what I mean? That'll happen. You can make it happen.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, we didn't make a lot of progress there, but I think we're going to transition the scene.
I mean, I know Luther's looking for us now.
Yeah, that's true. You did learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Booger, where was the last thing we actually saw you with the party?
Yeah, so I like super vaguely remember we got in a fight, we stabbed some guards, and then I feel like we ran away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that pretty much sounds like the party.
Yeah.
But I don't remember where we ended that exact session, so...
So we ended that one going back to our inn, and then we started the next session again, and you didn't join us because we said that you were gone.
Right.
They've just assumed you died for like a week.
Yeah.
A week now.
You've been dead for a while.
That's fair.
You kind of just disappeared after we all got back to the place.
Right. Fair. So yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, so, because we talked briefly about what Booger might be up to. Or rather, I asked, you responded, and then I did not, but... I think it makes sense.
That's all I needed to know.
Yeah. I think it makes sense, right? The running, fleeing from the guards and laying low, something Booger knows how to do very well. And discovering, a tiny little, more or less, like street urchin guild, a thieves guild, for lack of a better term, right? The underbelly of the city is well within his ability to do so. So how would you be ingratiating yourself to these people? Like, would you throw some money around? Would you threaten?
No, I think Booger would, I think he'd feed them. Somehow. He'd probably, find, a restaurant that was throwing out scraps, and there were some kids, fighting with some dogs over it.
Oh, no.
That age-old scene.
Yeah, and he, jumps in and, scares away the dogs or something. I think he would find kids that are barely able to survive and feed them. Mm-hmm. And that's how he would, he'd become their protector.
Okay. Yeah.
Feed them candy.
Startle.
And then after a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Slip them a little bit of that good.
Jesus Christ. All right, so go ahead and hit me up with some sort of combat strength. Like how successful are you getting the dogs away and scrapping up some food? Some sort of survival, maybe.
Oh, I just rolled melee base.
Yeah, no, okay, that works, right. Okay, so you have a good job. Yeah, you maybe even beat, a few other people to a couple of these spaces, right? You help these kids out, and they're like, hey, there's some food over here, you know what I mean? And then it's just this smash cut montage of you, being friends and laughing and stealing pies and running down the street, right?
I don't know why I immediately thought pies, too, but yeah.
No, it's classic. Absolutely classic.
Right off the windowsill.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing you have to remember is that they make the candy in this town too, right?
Yeah.
And the seedy underbelly knows what's going on more so than anyone else.
Sure.
So you're not just going to be able to, trick them into the food.
But children, they're so innocent.
Yeah, I mean, I have my warp stone too that I'm just chilling with.
Mm-hmm.
That I haven't. I don't know. I could just find where they nest and slip them under the under the blankets.
Yeah, that's worked before, so somehow.
They wouldn't be suspecting it.
God,
I would say it's the last thing they'd be expecting.
Oh my God, just make sure he doesn't try to feed you any candy sleeping on top of Warpstone.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what he would do if he felt like the eat the candy, the mutatum trick wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. I guess I need to roll for their. I think that we were doing some sort of toughness check a couple times to figure out how poorly they reacted to it. Toughness of 30, it seems fair. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
The tough cookies.
Okay. There we go. Wait, is it bad if they...
It's good for me, it's bad for you on the success. So really, they have not. They're probably not feeling well, but they have not really mutated anything yet. They might be close. They might have built up a little bit of corruption, right? But
Sure.
they're not rapidly. They're definitely not going as fast as your kids are. That's for sure. Your
Right.
own kids, your other kids.
Well, that's upsetting.
This Altdorf stock, man, it's a little hardy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Booger's got much else until they get mutations and he can sick them on priests. I don't know if he's got much else. He probably just pops in randomly. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, were you up to something?"
Do you teach them to call you Mr. B too, or?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Like, hey, what's going on, Mr. B?
Not much. How you guys doing?
We're still not feeling so well, but got a lot of food thanks to you.
Yeah, you weren't eating well for so long. You got tiny stomachs. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit to feel good again. But when you feel good, you're gonna feel real good.
You'll know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'll just go back to bed. Now we don't have to scrap as much.
Yeah, he just ruffles their heads. It's like, that a boy.
Get in that bed. Sleep.
Now you remember when Mr. B comes a calling, you boys are gonna help me out, right?
Oh yeah, we gotta get him. We're gonna get a lot of money.
Yeah, that's right. All right, you take care of you little rascals.
Yeah.
My god.
The other question I have for you is the owl. I don't know that he put you on a mission per se, but he kind of gave you some extra drive and some focus and clarity in your life. Is that a thing you're chasing down? Is that a thing that now that you're further away from him, you're like, no, fuck that, I'm the owl? Or
Oh no, there's someone in the clergy here who we have to kill, and I'm gonna mutate the kids to try to do it. That's where I remember very specifically drawing a board of people we had to kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
And there's a priest in this town that needs to be.
Yeah, I remembered a noble, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know if we
kind of just hates everybody. So
yeah.
Are you keeping up with the owl in any way? Are you praying or worshiping to this thing? Are you furthering your own mutations, or are you I'm good, I've cooked?
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't think I've dove into it too much, other than he probably prays at night. He probably seeks the wisdom at midnight every night.
Sure.
But I don't think he's continued his mutations yet.
Okay. Do you want to give us a little scene there? What are you doing or saying? Where do we find you?
Yeah, I think he's just gone around town in the slums, and every night he carves out a little owl into a random post. I don't know if there's a ton to it because he's trying to be pretty subtle still.
Sure.
He hasn't completely lost his mind.
Right.
But yeah, I think just every night it just shows up on a different post.
Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it's probably circling where he knows this noble to be.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So we get a shot of this fancy, rotund man, and the frills and the cravat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just seeing it, but not knowing what it is. It's just shaking his head and pulling at his mustache and saying something derogatory about the youths.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly. I don't think he's gotten brave enough to go put it on his house or anything yet.
Okay. Yeah. So the night we revisit Booger, the penultimate session for our games, I believe, you're visited by the owl in perhaps your sleep or a vision during prayer, right? It's not 100% clear.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be. But where is Booger staying? Because he's not staying with those kids, right?
No, he's just finding different trash piles. I don't think he's like made a home yet.
Okay, so it's the scene is shot in such a way that we're like looking down this like really narrow alley, and you're in trash, obviously.
Yeah.
And then above you is like a window to some building or something, and like somebody. Maybe somebody close to the camera like lights a cigarette as they're walking by, and our screen is like obstructed, our view. And then when it comes back, we can see like the outline of the owl in the window, right, just looking over Booger, and its eyes just like glow, bright golden, right, and two like pinpricks of light standing in the window. And trying to remember the voice I used for the thing, but once again, I should have rewatched an episode before I did this. Do you think you wake up to this, or are you kind of hearing this through like dream speak?
I think Booger should wake up. I don't know. It sounds like we're rushing towards a climax here, so it's probably more meaningful if it's not in a dream.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So I think like it begins to speak, and you stir. Maybe not quite sure what's happening.
Sure.
And it's there through glass. It's up a little, maybe out of your reach. Not to say you couldn't climb up there or anything, but immediately at a bit of a distance, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't really speak. There's just like an omnipresent voice coming from through the window, so it's like comically muffled from our perspective.
Sure.
And it's talking about your poverty, your inadequacy, right? How much you've wanted and worried and scrapped for so long. And then, what was it? I think it was daggers before, right? And the daggers were like raining from the sky, and then like the heads piled up of all your enemies. That was like your vision. Yeah, I think we see like a flash of that, or we see like a shower of daggers fall behind the owl. Right, and then just like blood flows out of over the windowsill and down.
Booger's like nodding hungrily.
Just drawing the comparison, right? Like, do this, do your job, do what you were meant to, and
sure.
All of this will be gone. All of this will be fixed. You will be free. You will have. You will no longer want.
I think. I don't know how Booger would address the owl, but he's like, I need your help.
Okay. Yeah, and like it's been it's a tall-ish humanoid, you know what I mean, but it's still humanoid, and we see like its face take up the entire window as it's like moved right in.
Right.
It's just this like unblinking, uncaring, bright golden-eyed owl face.
I need you to cook my kids.
Yeah.
I need him to finish. Can't do it without him.
So if I were to say the owl believes you to be making excuses, what kind of role would you be looking to make? Some sort of like bluff or some sort of persuasion? How would you get him to turn to your side? Be like, yes, all right, fine, I'll cook your damn kids.
Yeah, I've been looking at the skills. It's been so long.
Oh, I know, it's been, yeah, we're terrible at this.
Could be haggle. We could be just haggling for something. Or maybe it's just a cool roll. Just say, does it seem cool? Does it seem like he can do it with these kids?
It's just straight up persuasion.
I mean, it depends a little on what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, persuasion.
Is there even a straight up persuasion?
I don't know.
Yeah, there isn't.
It'd be too easy.
Charm animal.
Ooh, there we go.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
It's a little meta commentary.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Booger's maybe saying it in a way that's just like, I need this one piece to fall into place, and then the world is mine. Give me my army.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it if you are. I just kind of wanted to hear what you thought. So go ahead and roll.
Yeah, what do you think I should... I honestly don't know.
I don't think it's a cool, so I think... Well, what did you say first? Haggle. So yeah,
Haggle,
Haggle, or yeah, I mean, if there was a persuasion, that would work.
Do I get any modifier here? I doubt it.
I will devil's bargain you and say if you're like, I will help cook them, but I need it to go faster. Like, I will go into, this inferno with them. I'd give you plus 10.
Wow, only 10? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have to go in the inferno.
Right? Yeah, so I think that, like I mean, obviously you can frame this, or maybe this is just what we see, but it's maybe not what Booger remembers, right? This narrative of Booger, like, please, like, banging on the window and jumping up and trying to get to it, right? Blood splattering over his face, and you're pounding on the windows, which suddenly, like, are very loose in their frame, but don't seem to break no matter how hard he hits them, right?
Sure.
You're like, just give me my kids! Just give me my kids! Right? Smashing it, right?
Jeez.
And the owl just stares at you and just turns away, right? And you just feel, like, drained, empty. You just, like, success is so far away. Your strength has been sapped. Just
right.
Very frustrated and disappointed. And I mean, you can turn that on him, right? Like, you could very easily become bitter. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I think Booger's still a devout follower. Yeah, I think he, like, falls into depression and he, like, curls up in the rags.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
They'll cook. They'll finish.
Okay. So we'll fade away from that scene. It's not exactly sure what day it was because largely it doesn't matter. But
sure.
We'll move on to Fiaz's scene. Oh, Fiaz.
That's me.
That's you.
Fiaz's scene. The Rat Queen.
Fiaz's scene. The Rat Queen. That's fucked up. But accurate.
I mean, I am of noble blood, so it'd be great to be recognized.
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, I mean, so they took you into the sewers underneath Altdorf. It's not a lovely place, that's for sure. They do not have a city or anything here, but they have definitely built onto the primitive and comically fantasy oversized sewers, right? Something of a home. With lots of, like, stolen scrap wood and scaffolding and whatnot, right? And they just live in, like, grotesque piles. I think you were unconscious when they drag you away, right?
I was. They knocked me out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think, do you want to do this, like, right when you wake up, or do you want to do this at some point a little bit in the future? You've had a day or two to, like, argue with them or try and sneak away or whatever else.
Try to do what?
Tried to, like, sneak away or barter for your passage or whatever.
Oh, I mean, I imagine I'm kind of just trying to figure out what's going on almost immediately. Because I do not want to be in the sewer.
No.
Why am I in the sewer?
Yeah, no, it's awful and also smelly.
Yeah. It just reminds me of way back with the goats that I accidentally purchased.
What's that?
Reminds me about the goats I accidentally purchased. And then we set free.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That happened, didn't it?
That did happen.
Johnny Five said we have to bring second edition back. So,
Have to
sorry.
what?
We have to bring second edition back. Sorry.
I don't like math.
Yeah, we got almost a full hour into the game. Sorry, guys. Time to switch to second edition. Almost an hour in. Okay, 34 minutes in. I can't count. I'm a fan of second edition. I want to bring it back. I just to explain it, I went out and saw a lot of. I looked at some other channels to see what they were doing with their sub points and everything, and most of them are like. They modified the standard rewards a little bit, added one or two things that are like goofy, and then a couple of the really good ones have like a $10,000 sub point option. That's like I'll never play this game again, or you can be me for 5 seconds and shit like that. So I fiddled and made a few before the stream tonight.
That's kind of
Oh
cool.
man, if you did a $10,000 one, you're like, I'll never play D&D again.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Would someone pay that?
Right.
And Dave would be exclusively playing Warhammer.
Yeah, right. We just go to Pathfinder. It's fine.
Yeah.
We play 4th edition. Nobody thinks it's D&D anyways.
That's true.
So I imagine as soon as I regain consciousness, I'm like figuring out my surroundings and just immediately yelling at anybody that is close enough to me to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for a lack of better names, Chris Daggers and Jeremiah T. Phillips, although I think one of them died.
Oh, yeah. Which one dragged me off?
Whichever one didn't die. I feel like Chris Daggers died because he was the fan favorite. I feel like...
Well, yeah, and it says Jeremiah's the kidnapper, so...
Oh, that would make sense. Look at Riley and his context clues.
Yeah, Riley is smarter than the actual DM.
I only remember that I killed one because I got its hat. It's a beautiful, fancy hat.
Cut back to previous game where clearly it is the other way around, but he just happened to be called the kidnapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am yelling at Mr.
Phillips.
Jeremiah T. Phillips about what's going on. And I imagine he is not understanding me.
You want to leave?
Oh, you speak words.
You speak.
Yeah, they're just like hunched over. They're sitting like Kyle does, right? Just
Okay. I mean, I would like to leave. Why? I don't know why you brought me here.
Help.
Are you saying you're gonna help me, or are you asking?
You will help.
I will help. How do you know I will help?
And he just holds up a nut. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Wait.
I don't like this.
Wait.
And I'm just like, okay, I will help.
Nods. Good.
Yes, help.
Good. You're a witch. We need help. And he gets up and he walks away. And this is like that scene where Gandalf's looking around and then he looks and he's at top of the fucking bullshit tower that Saruman has. Right? And he's a million miles up and he's just like, oh, sad now. Right? Because, like, Jeremiah T. Phillips goes to the edge of the little... You're not in a cage. You're just, like, in this open-air bullshit, right? But then just starts, like, climbing his way down quite quickly, quite effectively. And you're just at the top of this, like, water reservoir with just, like, mounds of shit underneath you. And then, like, lots of little boards running to and fro, little islands of crap, and rats just scurrying back and forth across all of them. And up here, several, like, actual normal rats, not Skaven.
Oh, okay. He called me a witch.
Mm-hmm.
He asked for my help and then left.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna, is there anything up there with me?
Many rats.
Just like real rats?
Actual rats.
Actually,
Live rats.
So I kind of like looked them and I tried talking to see if maybe they're like their little Skaven friend.
The rats. Yeah, if this was like mud, right? You like talk to rats. It says the rats don't seem to understand you. Use rats. You can't do that here. Like
open rats.
Open rats. Yeah, yeah. Several bloody
Rat
minutes
fight.
later, you have found nothing in the rats.
You have found a small rib cage.
Use ribcage to pick the locks.
Right?
You're gonna have to tell me more about what that is, because I am intrigued.
What?
But at a later time. Whatever this mud thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a type of like text only dungeon.
Type text adventure.
Yeah.
Alright, so I saw little things connected to other things with Skaven everywhere
Yeah.
below me. Does it look like there's anywhere as I can climb down?
I mean, you could climb down the way he did, but you know, it's intimidating to say the least. Also, he has basically an opposable tail, so he has 5 limbs to climb with.
Can I build like a rope out of the rats?
As you think about using the rats again, Jeremiah T. Phillips returns, and he's got a little bag, and he like slams it down, and you hear just like the rumble of several loose rocks in there. And before you can even open it, before you want to open it, or need to, certainly, you can feel this familiar energy of warpstone.
Oh no.
Yay!
Why
And
is
he
it
just,
always
like,
warpstone?
Yay!
Opens a little knapsack, he's like, here, witch.
What? I don't take it, and I ask him what he wants.
Yeah, and he just like drops it, and pulls another one out. He's like, witch spells.
You want me to? What do you want?
Magic.
You want magic?
You magic, witch spells.
The magic was in you all along.
Magic what?
And he looks around. He's like, home.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh no.
Aww. You want to magic home?
No.
And he just like gets out more, and it's like,
And I gesture like, is this your home?
yes, from
like-
up.
You want the house above?
No. Up. And he yells something down, right? And then I don't know the content, right? Like, not hundreds, right? But several dozen like discordant rat screeches, right? And like them bickering in a language you don't understand. And then I want you to make either like an intelligence, a wisdom, some sort of like mental stat, because like Fiaza doesn't understand it, and then all of a sudden does. And I want to know like the context of how quickly you get what happens here.
Okay, so like putting it together.
Yeah, they're doing something, and in your head it suddenly goes from like a chorus of nothing to a word.
Intuition?
Yeah, that's fine. I like that.
You are a witch.
Witch.
Witch?
No.
Magic.
I mean, there's no way for this to go very bad. And in the moment, you don't understand it, right? And Jeremiah Phillips seems to not like get frustrated. Isn't quite the right word, but he's not able to explain it to you, and he just leaves the pile of stones up there with you, and he shakes his head and he just scampers back down. I think as he's like just about to like drop off the side, he's like bringing food, and he just and he goes away. And at some point, much later, like it's been a while, they haven't brought you food yet, right? And this will either this realization or your response to the realization will be the last moment of this scene right now. You understand what all of them were saying, because at first it was just, right? Like it just didn't mean shit. But now you thinking about it for a moment, you're able to pick out, they all started saying the word moon.
Oh my god.
Do they live in the moon?
Brats that live in the moon.
Yeah.
So, I
This is how we
imagine.
transition the game Zach wants to play.
I imagine they're gonna be sympathetic and just wonderful creatures, and they just want your help. And I'm gonna come in guns blazing, slaughtering
Don't worry,
them all.
Fiazza. I saved you.
Yeah.
Just saying, I am immediately on the I feel for them. When he's like home and not immediately trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I have to plug my headset in.
Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, we're transitioning to Finn's scene next.
So ever cut off a rat's head before?
Oh,
Yeah, you spend a lot of time looking for people, and like there's a few rat catchers poking around that you're like, I don't even want to sit down and talk to this guy, let alone pay him to be near me. But one of them sticks out to you as like maybe somebody with a little bit of promise. He's not much cleaner than the rest of them, but he's got, you know, an honest face and a little bit more of like that classic sort of handsome look, right, with the chiseled jawline and, you know, strawberry blonde hair.
Already a step above Booger.
Hey!
He introduces himself as Elfric Reinhardt.
Alfred Reinhardt?
Mm-hmm, Elfric.
Alfred.
Finn will probably refuse to acknowledge that he looks better than him.
He doesn't. At all.
He's human for starters.
Yeah.
Huge boost.
Disgusting. So, Alfred, what's your experience with murdering rats?
Ugh.
I was a rat catcher for 2 years, working in the sewers with the sewer jacks in Altdorf. Then I took my trade down to Bogenhaven, that area. Now I'm back. I'm looking.
Rat catcher.
Yeah, now I'm looking to study as a witch hunter.
No.
Wow, this is gonna go great. Oh man, rats and witches. What's the difference? Am I right?
Yeah, he sips. He goes, well, I do agree with you, but quite a bit. Although they're both dangerous.
You know, I took out a rat myself as I'm like adjusting my little top.
Here he is.
Yeah,
He goes, where did you find him?
in the sewers actually. I
Great
ended
location
up dropping.
for rat hunting.
Yeah, I ended up dropping, you know, a few gold as I just like, you know, shimmy a bit of money and stuff in the sewers, and I went to go retrieve it, and the horrible thing just looked at me with its disgusting little beady eyes, and I skewered it.
Very brave of you. The things people
yes,
must
it is.
do nowadays for money, it's deplorable. Would that we could just let it go into the sewers and not have to go down there.
Ugh. This one had sentimental value.
Sentimental gold?
Oh, yes. I do have sentimental gold.
A luxury, surely. Most just need to spend it to survive.
Got a nice little stockpile going.
Right.
Yeah,
We hear Alfric's inner thoughts like, I'm gonna murder this man for all of his gold.
But yeah, I'm looking to hire a rat catcher. They seem to have absconded with my cousin.
The rats
I'm
took
not
a prisoner?
Yeah, I didn't know they were smart enough to steal people. Apparently they are.
Yes, this is very odd, but... And he leans in, and this is the first time you've seen... He gets crazy eyes, right? Like, you can see the exact moment where the facade fails, and you're just like, ooh, this guy, right? As he's, you know about them, right? You know the Skaven.
Is that your name for rats?
Yes, not every rat is a Skaven, but all Skaven, they are smarter. They have a society they built under the city. They're doing something.
Yeah. Do you hunt those?
Yes, it is. Stopping rats. It's a noble profession. Right, and he looks around. There's no one in the bar. Like there's a man
There's
fast
one guy that's like
right in a fast asleep in a puddle of his own drool, and the bartender's just just
spitting into a glass.
right, yeah, right. Yes, of course, a noble profession. However, the Skaven, they're up to something, and I'll stop it. That's why I must be a witch hunter too. I need to understand the winds of magic.
Well, this sounds like a great passion for you. I would love for you to follow your dreams, and I'd be more than happy to show you where these horrid creatures were last seen.
brings him to the fire basement.
Yeah. Yes. When are we leaving? And who else do you have with you?
Well, that's the thing. The one guy I had with me, he's sick. I think the other one's dead. And then my cousin might be dead too. I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
One who was sick. Was he fighting the rats?
Yeah.
May I examine him?
I mean, go for it. But he also, because I think I actually witnessed him straight up murder someone now.
Yeah.
Like I saw his like serial killer ways. I'm like, be careful with that one.
Yes, I understand. A fever can make anyone delirious. I shall be cautious.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it was a fever.
Yeah, he's up there on the left.
Yeah, go on, knock yourself out.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll go. Elfric Reinhardt goes up to check on Yuli, and maybe Yuli will have to stab him at some point. We'll skip that scene for now.
No, Yuli.
Booger, I would like to find a way to bring you into the rest of the party. So what do you think's the most reasonable way to do that?
Yeah, I think Booger's kids, he might be training them on rat hunting.
Yep.
He just
Trying to get them
took him into the sewers just to give him some
Find
face
your own
time.
food.
Everybody's cares so much about me and is trying so hard, and I'm gonna be real sad.
Yes, I love it. The one time we do it good and it's really bad.
Right.
It's like, no.
We loved those rats. They were good boys.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we just meet up, because Booger, it's not so much about getting food, it's more about, he needs to train them for combat, so he's like, yeah, we can go down there, stab some rats.
Mm-hmm.
See where it ends up. And maybe we meet at, the entry point.
Oh, okay, so the only way you know to get in there is the same spot?
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe.
That might be interesting. All right, well then we're not going to give Yuli that scene then, because Elfric would be coming with you.
Sure.
And there's we don't want to just stop here.
And that's it. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, thanks for coming. Okay, that works out fairly well. I don't think I said any. Dang. I spent so long looking at all the new channel point options, I forgot to set all the tags for this game, because normally it says evil characters.
What?
We're turning our lives around. We're not.
Yeah. Booger's raising kids.
And I'm gonna save my cousin.
And I'm gonna be very sad and get them to not murder all the rat friends I'm gonna make along the way.
But think of how many we're gonna have to kill to get to you along the way.
Yeah, most of them, as it turns out. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Is there anything that either one of you want to do or show before you kind of collide into each other, or are we good with that scene?
I definitely want to make sure that I'm getting all of the gear that Ulfric is kind of recommending that I get to fight these rats.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if it's little Molotov cocktails or
Yeah, absolutely. He's a big he's a big proponent of the 10-foot pole, and being able to put a lantern onto it. But he also warns you a lot about noxious gas that you can run into in the sewers, right? And some of the natural flora and fauna and feces that you can encounter.
All right.
Spelunking through the.
Because I'm imagining this scenario playing out like Goblin Slayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just brutally slaughtering them.
Yeah.
Elfric knows everything.
Yeah. He is the man who's killed the most rats in the entire server.
Ah, yes.
I imagine there's this great mashup of him explaining all these technical ways to deal with him, and then we cut to
he's just got a really big hammer. He just
we stole some silverware from a restaurant, and I was and then you stab them.
Oh, right. They're side by side. Yeah.
Get right in their little faces, and the kids are like, yeah.
That's so good. Oh, I love it. I'm trying to remember what show did that a lot. That's gonna bug me now, but there's definitely a show I watched recently that's all about doing those side by sides. They're having the same conversation, but about something wildly different. But it keeps crossing over. All right, Fiazza, we're gonna pick back up with you then. So you've eaten. Correction. You've been brought food. I don't know if you've eaten it.
Yeah, I would like to choose if I do or don't.
It's rough. It's not great. It's not actual trash, but it's stolen and been sitting around for a while.
But what is it?
Just a little bit of everything. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of potato peels. But a little bit of anything you can find thrown away. So in Riley's case, 7 pieces of chicken.
I'm so mad.
Sorry.
Wow.
It's the only way I know how to
That's
deal
good.
with the pain.
So much chicken.
So much chicken. Just a week's worth of chicken.
It was a week's worth of chicken just gone.
Exclusively.
I thank him and nudge it close to me and let it just sit there.
Mm-hmm. You think about eating it.
Yeah.
You think long and hard about eating it.
I am polite about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, do you ask them any questions? Do you pretend you're a witch? What's this series of montages like?
So Fiazza's goal is to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will ask more questions.
Mm-hmm.
I've realized that they were referencing the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So the first thing I ask when he shows up is is the moon your home?
Moon.
Moon.
Yes.
Home.
Home. Moon. Great horned rat.
Great horned rat.
Yes.
How do you get there? How home?
Any magic.
What can I do to help? How do I help you get home?
He just looks at the rocks again, and he's like, you.
I don't know how to do this. So I don't have a magic bone in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. How do I use these? How?
Sign of the horned rat. Morskib.
Morskib?
Yeah. And he they don't have armor in the conventional sense, right? This is very much Lord of the Rings the book, not Lord of the Rings the movie, because the movie's inaccurate. Just want everyone to know that. I don't know if you're aware.
As movies usually are.
As movies usually are. there's not a lot of plate mail floating around. It's extremely pricey, difficult to make and refine, right? Only the richest people would have it, and even then, yeah. So a lot of people are just wandering around in like leather jacks, you know what I mean? Just like a simple vest, you know, maybe a vest with like some leg pieces, you know, some shin guards kind of thing. So that's what they have, is just, you know, like stolen, scrapped up like leather, you know, at best, you know, like maybe like a metal helmet for some of them or something. It's really just the weapons are metal. But he like Jeremiah Phillips, you know, pulls part of his armor to the side, right? Like he would expose his back, and he's got like the leather is like constantly wearing down on his fur, right? So he's just got this like raw patch, but alongside that is like a brand of a triangle that's made up of three lines, and they all like go a little bit past where, you know, they start and then they extend a little past where the next one would meet.
Yeah.
And he shows you that. He says, magic.
Magic. Your magic
Horn rat.
is magic. Where is Horned Rat?
Yeah, and he leans over to the side. He starts like screeching, and then this time, whereas before there was like some arguing, but then like general consensus, this time there's a lot of arguing and just utter chaos that keeps just getting louder and louder.
I start like, okay, sorry. Please. Everything's okay.
Right.
So I'm just gonna tell him like, I don't have magic.
Oh no.
But
yes. So I think, yeah, you're trying to get him to stop arguing because he's like yelling, right, at all of them and everything, and he's got like a rock, one of the warpstone, and he's just like screeching, and you're like, I'm not magic, right? And then like the music is done in such a way that like, you know, we hear like that, you know, ethereal sort of, right, like the water, right, like it just comes like rushing back to him. He just turns, he's like, no magic.
I know what warpstone is.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on. Yeah.
Cause I saw the warpstone. Oh, fancy.
I'm gonna run out of weird props soon, so.
I missed that one. Can I see it again? Solid.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I use this for descriptions a lot.
Is it highly radioactive?
I can't talk about that on stream, Mr. FBI man.
I have a friend who has a bunch of highly radioactive paints that she paints with.
Hell yeah.
Just casually puts paintbrush in mouth, like.
Oh yeah, that's the best. That's how you know you're getting the good stuff. Taste the flavor. Okay, yeah. So he's like, no magic.
You're dead.
But I will help find.
He looks at you for a very long time. Roll me an insight. And you're like talking and you're explaining yourself and you're like, you know, you're giving him excuses.
I'm trying to be earnest.
Your name is Fiaza.
Look at me.
Wow.
I thought that was another fumbling failure. I was like, what the shit, Amanda?
It's like, no, this is good.
Okay.
Being kind and truthful gets you nowhere.
Technically initiative, but it still works.
Oh, sorry.
That's
what
fine.
was insight?
Oh, you used intuition last time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you want me to roll it again?
No, the 21's still, like, we have your number. It's a 39 before.
Cool.
He looks at you, and you can see, like, there are wheels turning. They're not fast. They're rat wheels. Sometimes they go the opposite direction. Sometimes the hamster gets stuck underneath it and is still just pedaling. But they're turning. And he goes, but you, Blutgarden.
Oh. You know me.
Lady Blutgarden.
Yes.
Noble.
Yes.
Moot.
Moot?
Moot home.
Moot? What?
Yeah,
Aw.
it's the home of halflings. The moot.
Oh. Sorry, Yes!
Yeah, it's
I am aware.
yeah, I
I
definitely
know.
knew that. I don't remember where the hell they hid it. I thought it was over here. I thought it was somewhere over here.
Instead of a halfling, I'm just 2 gnomes in a jacket.
Gosh. Be the worst reveal ever. I feel so betrayed.
Yeah, so you're surprised, clearly, when he
Yeah.
and he nods. He says, Lady Blutgarden, witch, magic.
Who said I'm a witch?
And he turns and he says something, and there's a second one that's peering up, and it says something in its rat speak, and he goes, doesn't know. And he shoves you off of the thing.
Oh.
And they Sparta kicks.
I mean, he doesn't kick her, but yeah, he just pushes her right off the side. You know, you're some, 40, 50 feet up in a trash reservoir.
Oh gosh.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Cast slow fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, we have a question for you.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Yeah. Yep.
There's 2 things that can happen now.
Uh-huh.
Because you are a player character, right? You have this wonderful ability to just not die by burning an ability score, right? You can just, I lived. Doesn't make any sense, but I landed on a mattress someone flushed down the toilet, and here I am. Or, you can be magic, and we can follow this rat hole down as far as it goes. So,
All right, let me think on which direction I want to go with this.
Sure. Yeah.
One's going to require a little bit more effort on my part.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that's true. We can cut to the scene of all our friends meeting in the rat tunnels.
Yeah.
Gosh, so you just murder anyone who uses magic? That's great. You just stab witches in the face?
Wheels within wheels, everyone. Wheels within wheels.
Like, we got chased by this guy in a gray hat once.
Yeah. Magic users, they must suck.
Terrible. Irresponsible, too.
No.
If you're not trained by the College of Altdorf, if you're just some sort of hedge wizard, we don't send you to jail, we just kill you.
Yeah.
That's the witch hunter way.
Rat wizard.
Worse. Yeah. Do rats have wizards?
Oh yeah, they worship some great beast. It's like beastmen, but the rats are sneakier about it. You know, beastmen. You ever run into beastmen?
You see this beautiful coat of mine?
Yeah. And you can see he looks very concerned right now.
Why are you concerned?
Yes, what about the coat?
I skinned, 3 of them.
Good lord, that's disgusting. And you wear it?
Of course!
Ugh.
Look how fashionable it is!
Oh, that's horrifying.
I
The
had it
smell
tailored
of
and clean.
Oh, the chaos. It's an intelligent animal. Good lord, you're a barbarian. Thought I was walking with a man of taste. And he takes a couple steps forward away from you, and he's in the sewer still.
I'm mad. Finn will remember this.
Yeah. Finn will remember this. Oh, that's good. Yeah, he's like, no, you're a trash person.
Less dirty than you.
What's that?
I mumbled under my breath, less dirty than you.
Oh. Yeah, he just turns and he looks at you. He's like, what did you say?
Said, I guess I'll have to worship away my sins in a pew. I don't know. Go sit in a pew.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very smart of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Pray the beastman away.
Yeah, Booger, do you want to jump in at this point? Where do you want to be to have run into this mountain?
Yeah,
crew?
so 2 things before I jump in.
Yeah.
One, did you know that the Chinese Lunar New Year is coming up in 1 month, and 2020 is the year of the rat?
Ugh.
So,
About time,
This
boys.
Guess we're
About
killing
time.
this year.
we might run into it if we take this long between our next session. But I think there's a scene. I was thinking about this while we were doing the other scene. I think part of the reason Booger's going after rats is because he knows that owls hunt rats in the wild,
Oh, yeah.
and he wants to get back in the owl's good graces.
Nice.
So he's going to try to find like an offering. Like he's trying to find like the biggest rat he can.
Nice.
So
The Rat King, one would say.
yeah, but I think like I feel like you two are like walking along in the sewers, and like he's like he turned around and like yell at you, but you two are still walking. And then we just have the scene where like I'm like yelling back to my kids, like, come on, keep up, and we like both intersect at a and like neither of us hear the other person because like water's dripping or whatever, and then we just like literally bump into each other.
Sure, yeah. He's like, I think I hear something. Hold on, it's just around this corner, right? And he like jumps as you guys all collide. Right, so
Yeah.
3 little kids.
Oh gosh, it's gnomes! Kill them!
Right, and in a single flourish, right, the rapier is out and he's stabbed at you, Booger, right?
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, if we want to actually do something, we can. But I imagine just for comedic effect, like Booger does like this contortion and just goes straight through the rags.
Oh yeah, right. Like
Ugh.
nothing happens. It just bows and bends. It hits Mr.
Right.
Wiggle and just.
Ugh.
And like Booger, there's a moment where Booger's like hand goes on his sword, but then he sees Riley, and I'm like,
What's his name?
oh hiya. I don't remember.
Whoa.
Finn!
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm in this universe too now. I live in the sewers because I couldn't
It's
afford
been
rent.
too long. It's been too long. God damn it.
Oh, that's
It's
so good.
Finn. It's Finn.
That's so
Hiya,
good.
Finn.
That's so good.
Hiya, guy I haven't seen in about a week.
Yeah.
Booger, I thought you were dead. What are you doing? Why are there children with you?
Why do you know this creature, this garbage monster? And he's like, how did
Just
you...
waiting.
Right, he like reverses the grip on his rapier and he brings it up like he's gonna crash into you.
Wait, no!
No, he's cool. He's cool, man.
There are kids here. Did you steal them? Are you Skaven in disguise? And he grabs you by the rags.
No,
This
no.
dude eats rats.
Yeah, I'm looking for dinner. Me and the kids, we're out. It's
We're not-
Friday night. We're going to Denny's.
We fucking doing,
Denny's.
we fucking doing this or what? Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's like we're just getting a bite to eat. Don't mind us.
Jesus. It's criminal.
What are you guys doing down here?
We're
Well-
hunting for his cousin.
Yeah. She got stolen by some rats.
Rats? Booger like looks around. Rats don't steal people.
It's like, I don't know, this guy seems pretty weird, Mr. B.
Nah, he's cool.
Rats do steal people. People-sized rats steal people.
Oh, I think Booger, like, we get a little flash in Booger's mind of, like, Booger has this human-sized rat over his shoulder, and he just, like, flops it down in front of the owl, and it, like,
Just gobbles the
its
whole
feathers.
thing up.
yeah.
Ugh.
Unhinges its jaw.
Oh no.
Yep.
No.
And Booger, like, nods greedily. He's like,
Oh,
let's go. Get us some rats.
God. Because, well,
this is bad.
smells awful, but he's certainly agreeable, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he like does anything you tell him to do. He's pretty cool.
I think, yeah, no, Booger's just like, Lead the way, pointy sword guy.
He goes, Alfric Reinhardt will be Inquisitor, Mage Slayer, Witch Hunter.
Okay, Alfie.
Oh no.
Mind your kids, we're gonna need them for the tiny crawl holes, the Skaven. And that's like he's like turning as he says this, and his eyes are like wide, right? His pupils are like extremely dilated, and he gets this manic look on his face. He's like, they hole up in tiny little hovels, breeding hundreds, thousands. They'll overrun the cities. They want to see death and destruction. All they crave is warpstone.
Oh, Booger gets even more excited.
Oh no.
And he turns around, he's like, you hear that, kids? We're gonna get to do some stabbing.
They're like, yeah, Mr. B, right? Just forks and knives. Like, one of them's got a bib on because he didn't understand what's happening.
He's like, oh, we're going to Denny's, right?
Two spoons.
Two spoons.
Yeah, he's just banging them together.
That's
He's
just one of the
ready.
kids' names. Just 2 spoons.
2 spoons.
That's what they call him.
Oh no, it's so bad.
1 spoon for each eye. Just
Yeah, pop them right out. Go to town, gobble them up.
God. All right.
This is fucked.
Oh man.
We're ready.
Actually,
Welcome back.
yeah. And you guys want to change games? How dare you?
I'm having fun. Let's go.
I mean,
Find us some rat boys.
I'm all for just adding one.
Yeah. All right. So lots of chaos, lots of nonsense. Yeah. Okay. We're probably because I don't. I hate to I was literally talking about this today because they were like, oh, how do you get your games to fire? And I was like, well, the point is you don't wait on any one person to advance the story too long. You kind of just got to roll with the punches. But I think that we're actually going to end a little early tonight because I don't think I want to get too far into this little scene without bringing Zach in as well.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah,
I feel like there's going to be some weird Alfred
there's
interaction or something, and
there's
brings them here.
There's gonna be a lot of shit that goes down really quickly. And the other thing is too, because I do want to cut back. Jeremiah T. Phillips just pushed Fiazza right off the edge, right? Like a drop that should kill her. And I believe she's given it some thought. Is that true?
It is true.
Yeah.
Please choose the one I want.
Right. So
Yeah.
I hope you're just like, I die.
I just die.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
I'm done. My game is over. It was really nice streaming with you guys.
Yeah, if you want to see more of me, come to my fucking channel and get out.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
On Twitch.
You could play 2 spoons.
I do not have 2 spoons in here with me. It's kind of disappointing.
I don't keep spoons in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I get to decide between continuing doing what I'm doing or joining along as one of Mikey or Booger's children.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
No, I have decided that Fiazza is gonna unwield some rat magic she didn't know she had.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is amazing.
Give me some of that rat magic.
Give me that rat magic.
We are such horrible people.
It's true. Yeah, so magic in this world is super crazy, but by and large, it is dealing with with chaos, right? When the winds of magic kind of move through the entire world, there's lots of different ways to call upon them and do them. People can utilize them in different ways, which is another reason why it's a really fortunate thing that we can just do this cool stuff, and then we'll take a little while to get it squared away.
Yeah.
I don't know how, because humans are only legally allowed to use one type of magic. Everything else is too susceptible to chaos, and that using it, you might literally just blow up the world, summon demons, or just die. So in Altdorf, they only teach one type of magic. Other races can do different things, up to and including elves, so that pretty much have the means and the ability to do any kind of magic they want.
What can halflings do?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking into that now, actually, and that's probably what we're going to do. But I would like you to just tell us how do you survive? What do you do? Like, what magical nonsense happens that spares you? Some Deus Ex Machina shit.
So I was gonna like insert some garbage cliche Sailor Moon Magical Girl cutscene,
Sure.
but it's like
Sorry, you cut
garbage.
out. You cut out.
Garbage.
Right
No, I didn't. I
oh,
lost. That was me.
sorry.
Yeah, it's like something. I'm falling, and then I just stop, like foot from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be able to do this any sort of justice.
It's like one of those Sailor Moon transformation scenes
Yeah.
where it's just garbage swirling around you.
It's also
it's like-
only 7 seconds long, and we couldn't afford the music rights.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just like
I'm a
royalty
foot above the
free.
ground. Everything is just swirling, and then it's like a plastic bag gets stuck to my face, and then I hit the ground.
Like, still pretty hard.
Still pretty hard, but only like a foot off the ground instead
Oh
of
my
the
God.
50 feet.
Oh my god, that's fucking incredible. You just
Yeah, it clearly distracts me, and I just hit the ground.
But it gave you like endurance, which is why you don't die.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, right. And then so like a hush has fallen over all of the Skaven crowd, right? And once again, at first it doesn't sound like anything, right? But very quickly the words are forming into Reichspiel, right? The common. And they're chanting witch, 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 witch. Which, and up in the top, Jeremiah Phillips is just, much like Two Spoons, just slamming Warpstone together.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I'm suddenly understanding. And I'm just like, I sit up and I'm like, yeah, go me.
You're like, ow, I'm kind of sore, but I did it. I'm mad.
It's like, I'm not dead.
I got rat magic, guys.
Apparently, it's.
I was like,
part
I
of the
can't wait
bloodline.
to tell my cousin about this.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Awesome. All right. A little bit of a anticlimactic cliffhanger, but changes for everyone abound.
In the back of Piazza's mind is just like, did my mom get it with a Skaven?
Wow. That's the question we leave on.
I mean, it's a great question. You gotta wonder what's going on.
Everyone
I don't know where
asks it
magic
eventually.
comes from.
It wasn't a Skaven, but he was a garbage man,
Oh.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, cool. Thank you all for joining and making time for the game tonight. We didn't play quite as long as we normally do, so hopefully that was cool. I know we moved some schedules around to make this happen tonight.
Yeah, no, this is a good session. We'll have to do a little offshoot about my adventures in the sewer.
Yeah, we're building up the little side missions that we need to do. There's like a scene we never really did in the city when we dropped off the paperwork. We still got to actually kill the not Siegfried,
Yeah.
Sigurd maybe, and Waxman, W. Waxman,
Yeah.
and then
Kids,
now we've
kids
got
should be on that.
yeah.
There's
now
so
we-
many loose ends.
Yeah, now we got Riley in the sewer.
Yeah. Gotta murder
Uh,
Luther.
We should just make that
Stingray.
Stingray drowning himself in the
Yeah.
Reich. We should just make Riley's
Musclefish.
a musclefish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where'd the
What's
catfish
that
ever
fish
end up?
going up to? He's just
The
limping
biggest question.
there.
all of the weird creatures you've influenced, are just going to be in the Ravenwood game or whatever it is we're playing next.
Well, it's gonna be like the After Hours or something, where you just have like this Patreon only exclusive, and it's just the tales of Musclefish and Riley in the sewers. And
It's like one of those TV shows where like, this is our 100th episode, and here's just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, 100 episodes. We're just going to spend 3 minutes on every dumb thing we never had time for before.
Yeah.
No, I really want the Riley in the sewer to just be like a side-scrolling adventure. You're just in an endless dungeon tunnel that goes on forever, but every, some random amount of feet there's a trash can you can expect, and there's like a 1% chance of there being chicken in it.
Jesus.
And then I'm mad.
Right, and then you just get more upset, and the goal is just to get Riley upset, so he like breaks out of the sewer. Well, all right, cool. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, for not changing the world an awful lot, we had a great session, and certainly changed the characters plenty.
I can jump in for 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Dan LA is doing the final race in the tournament he's been playing in for a while in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's already live, so I was planning on raiding.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think the last time it was kind of weird because I stayed online when we raided him, and I don't know that I'm supposed to do that, but I can't raid with my channel if I'm not live. So
yeah, it's really weird. You have to like raid and then shut it off before the. At least that's how I've done it.
Yeah. Okay. So cool, yeah, we're going to send everybody over to Danla's stream, where he's brewing up some Legend of Zelda, probably randomizer, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like there's some people in the chat right now, but yeah, we'll send everybody over there, so. All right. Thanks for playing, guys. Chat, thanks for hanging out with us. A couple faces that I haven't seen before in chat and watching, so hopefully it was worth your time. We'll be happy to have you back in 2 weeks, and next week, so every Thursday, next week will be D&D 5th edition, and then that'll be the 2nd, and then the 9th will be back to Rat Magic and all kinds of nonsense here.
Rat Magic!
Rat Magic!
Alright, cool. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.
First thing Fiazza's gonna realize is that she's got a big old scaly worm tail.
She got a rat tail.
Got a rat tail.
Alright.
Alright,
Peace
we're
out,
raiding.
guys.
Did it raid? It's not raiding.
Yeah, it's raiding now.
Oh, there we go. Wee.
Stream starting soon. Oh shoot, yeah. We should have lingered for another little while longer.
Eh.
I'm outie, guys.
Bye.
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 You were right, it did mean 15 minutes. I thought
Yeah, so he's live. He just has a 15-minute delay on the stream because of the race, like
yeah,
the tournament
stinks.
rules.
Aw.
I'll be there. It'll be fun.
Oh, there's no chat either, jeez.
Emote only.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't chat. It's like the tournament rule.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh well, he's in chat though, so that's nice.
He's spamming
He's
the long
spamming
boys.
the long boys too.
He needs to be racing.
He had to spam long boys. We raided him. He was so thankful.